It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. We're having a deep discussion about the movie Dirty Work as we
Yes.
get ready to roll the tape today and get the show.
Oh, man.
Classic movie.
Jack Warden was great. Norm
Jack
was
Warden
awesome.
was great. Norm Macdonald was hilarious. Hey, everybody. School guards touching kids' asses right over here. And then
Dead
they
hookers
had,
in the front. Who else
Shooter
could make
McGavin
dead
was in
hookers?
that. Artie Lang.
Yeah.
That was a good
Right.
one.
Seriously, who other than Norm Macdonald could make the idea of dead hookers in a trunk hysterically funny?
That was a fun movie. It really was. I'll have to get that out.
Absolutely. Don Rickles' cameo in that was great.
Who's?
Don Rickles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don Rickles, Mr. Warmth.
Oh, jeez.
Is he still alive?
No, he died. He died a couple of years ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because I remember Jimmy Kimmel got really emotional talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel and Rickles were friends, weren't they?
Yeah. They used to. I guess they used to have dinner. Like you know who was also an interesting dinner guest of Don Rickles. There was like just certain guys who just hung out with Rickles like all the time. One was Jimmy Kimmel. The other was John Stamos and Bob Saget.
Really?
Which is
I can see
go
Saget.
to dinner with Rickles all the time. Yeah.
Because Saget is not as advertised. People think Bob Saget is this friendly, funny little guy from America's Funniest Home Videos. Not even close.
Yeah, no.
In fact, I've had Bob Saget on the radio a couple times, and
really,
yeah, and he'll just come right out and say, people that expect the America's Funniest Home Video act stay home.
Oh yeah, it was one of those. It had nobody went against his true character more than Bob Saget did, either in his sitcom or on America's Funniest Home Videos, because
big time.
He's just a sick, demented, perverted individual.
What was that HBO show he was on for a while?
Well, he was on.
Let himself, his real character, come out.
Wait, wasn't that Entourage? Didn't he do that in Entourage?
Was it Entourage?
I think it was Entourage. Yeah,
okay,
where he played himself. Yeah, because he always had like either I don't know if they were actual hookers or it was just one of those. It was kind of like a bastardized version of himself.
Right,
is what he was playing, but not necessarily too far from the truth.
You know what, HBO, just before we get into the news, I got to throw one thing out. You know what show I thought HBO ducked out on way too early?
What?
Carnival.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that.
I loved that show. God, it was like the battle between good and evil on Earth. And it was really building. It was set in the Depression era, 20s, Dust Bowl era. It was so good. And they just walked out on it. Hated that. Anyway.
I didn't. Yeah. Did see it. I still want to see that the Bill Hader show. What the hell's the name of it? On HBO, where he plays a killer who wants to.
I saw an ad for it last night.
Oh God, why am I blanking on it? We got to come up with it before we start in the news. We got to figure out what the show was. It's
okay.
It was like a one-name show.
You start the news. I'll do some research.
I can't start it until we find out.
You start going. I'll do research.
Because I've got a long convoluted story to start out with, and then we're going to get interrupted by Bill Hader, and it's going to throw my train of thought completely off. Because
Barry.
It's a great. What is
Barry.
it? Barry, yes. Because Henry Winkler's in that too.
Is he really?
God, there is so much good TV that's not on actual TV anymore. Everything's Netflix, HBO. I don't know how the networks survive. I don't know how the networks survive. I really don't.
I'm more intelligent than you, so I'll stick to documentaries.
Of course, yeah, because you like to pretend that you're a thinker and deep. All right, let's. Good comeback, Potsy. All right. Recently introduced Senate bill would raise the legal age for the sale of tobacco from 18 to 21. The bipartisan bill cites a CDC report that shows an increase in tobacco use among minors. Nearly 5 million middle and high school age students used tobacco last year. That's up from a little over 3.5 million in 2017. I don't have a problem with it either, but here's the problem. We need to decide when somebody is an adult. You can vote. You can vote, and you can die for your country when you're 18. But no, just follow me on this. You can vote. You can die for your country at 18.
I get where you're coming from.
A drink. You can't have a drink until you're 21. You can't run a car until you're 25. You can stay on your parents' insurance until you're 26. Meanwhile, you got a lot of the same people who want to increase the age to buy tobacco from 18 to 21. They want to lower the voting age to 16. which is moronic. That is dumb.
But here's the problem.
What's the problem?
Adulthood is not defined by an age. It's defined by your maturity level. So I can honestly, I can look at my life and say I wasn't a grown-up till I was 33.
Okay.
A true grown-up. I didn't have the conception of being an adult until I was 33. I'd sobered up and I got my feet planted and got my life underway.
But in general, we've delayed the adult process. I mean, more people you're taking longer to get through college. A lot of people don't know what the hell they want to do with their lives until they hit close to 30. And we've learned this through science that the frontal cortex of your brain isn't developed until you're 25. You can make a pretty good argument that you're not really an adult until your brain is fully developed.
Right.
Which doesn't occur until you're 25, which makes perfect sense because I was a complete moron until I was 25 years old, and even then I was just a little smarter than that. So, but the idea of lowering the voting age to 16 is just mind-numbingly stupid.
Right.
I don't get that at all. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think
in the thought of tobacco cessation. Now, first and foremost, it ain't going to work no matter what age you put them at. Because if they want them, they're going to get them. Second of all, if you can curb 2 or 3 people from picking it up, okay. Because we've all seen what's happened with tobacco. You know, we all know what's going on with tobacco. The big business companies got their hands on it. They poisoned it. They put all the addictive nicotine in it and yada, yada, yada. It's a death sentence. Cigarettes are a death sentence. Now, I would never take them away from anybody if they enjoy the smoke. Smoke. You know, but if you can pause it till they're 21 and slow it down, okay, I'm all right with that.
But is it okay? Here's the other side of the argument. Is it going to pause it until they're 21, or is it going to make people want to do it more? I don't know. But
tell me what prohibition has done over anything over the course of the American history. Tell me how it stopped anything.
Right. It hasn't. So what's the point of this? So then that goes back to why even do this?
Right.
I mean, it's great that Republicans and Democrats can come together on something, even if it's something dumb. But I don't know. I think we got to figure this out. We got to let's put an age down. Okay. I think 25. In fact, I would be in favor of not letting people vote, join the army, drink, any of that stuff until they're 25.
Okay.
Until you're a fully formed adult. Let's put it there. Because people are just in general. Now, there are exceptions that prove the rule, but in general, you don't know what the hell you're doing until you're a quarter of a century old.
There you go.
I mean, you're just stupid. Moving on. President Trump awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Tiger Woods on Monday. That is the nation's highest civilian award. The 43-year-old, of course, won his first major tournament in more than a decade at this year's Masters. Woods is the 4th golfer to receive this award. I think he obviously overcame a lot of personal issues that he had, which is great. And he's the only person that makes golf interesting. I mean, think about it. I mean, nobody, every other golfer on the tour should have to pay a 10% Tiger Woods fee to Tiger Woods just because he's making everybody more money.
There you go.
I guess it's good that that he gets the award. I don't know about of all the athletes you give it to, why you give it to a golfer, and why a golfer has won this award 4 times or been. I'm not saying won this award, but been given the highest civilian award you can get. I mean, because once again, I keep going back to golf is the sport that real athletes play when they retire. I mean, so. Good for Tiger Woods, I guess, and I know Trump's a big golf fan, so this all fits. But I don't know. Maybe it could have gone to somebody else. I don't like to crap on anybody's award, but
right, you just did.
I don't know.
Okay,
but I just did. Sorry, it could have gone to somebody else. I don't know. Give it to Barry Sanders. I don't know. It's election day in Muskegon and across the state. Voters in Muskegon County will have to decide on a higher surcharge for 911 service. Polls open at 7 a.m. They'll close at 8. A lot of people don't know whether this is a little bit of a side argument. Is it election day? Is it election day only in November? Because there are people who will say, "Hey, well, it's not November 7th, so it's not election day." That's what we've decided is election day, November 7th. But I don't know.
Right.
You get to vote on stuff today, so it's an election day.
There you go.
Anyway, so what do you think about the higher surcharge for 911?
I got to vote yes.
Yep.
I mean, these are people that we ask to do the near impossible, right?
Okay.
Go out and scrape people up off the road after a car accident, pull them out of vehicles when they're mangled up, save their lives, go into their homes when there's a big domestic dispute going on, save people from drug overdoses. We ask first responders to do what
that's true.
What we can't. Okay. So if they tell us they need tools to get the job done for 9 cents a day,
okay,
we can't fund that. I'm sorry, that's inexcusable. Yes, we can fund that. 9 cents a day.
Great. Well said. Well said, well spoken, well stated. All right, sports. Cubs lose. They fall to the Marlins 6-5. Tigers are off. They will play at home against the LA Angels tonight. First pitch set for 7:10. That's sports.
Have yourself a great Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.